y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another review on Ready to Love. I am ready to love. Why are you hiding from me? Y'all hear my vocals? I got a little bit. Okay, whatever. But anyway, this episode, that's the song that comes to my mind every time I think of the title, but that's neither here nor there. But anyway, this episode gave me just a little bit of life with everything, okay? We had police brutality being brought up. We had colorism being brought up. We had PTSD being brought up. And we did get some love on the side. Y'all, this episode was all over the place, but I'm here to break it down for you step by step. And we're going to go through some things. We're going to discuss some things because we got some things to get through, and that's for sure. Okay? So let's get it started. So the guys are sitting down with Tommy, okay, and you know they're talking about how the week has been going by fast. The eliminations have been like going quicker than ever, okay, because that's the way love goes. Like Janet Jackson says, that's the way love goes. I don't know, y'all. I don't know how many times I'm gonna bust out the song, but not too many. I promise you, not too many. But anyway, he wants them to know, don't confuse chemistry with attraction, because you know guys are very visual, and when they see something they like, they tend to think that's what they like, you know, or that's what they want. And sometimes attraction and chemistry are not the same. So he's just like, don't confuse the two, because trust me, these women are beautiful, but we are here for love, chemistry, not just attraction, okay? But anyway, so right off the bat, y'all, I'm just gonna get this out the way and just be done with it because it is what it is, okay? Naya and Chris are a couple, okay? That's just that, okay? They like each other. They've been feeling each other since day one, like Naya said. They done kissed like 4 times, okay? They a thing, okay? Ain't nothing coming between that. We ain't gotta worry about no drama hitting. Now, if the drama hit, I'm gonna be ready for it. But as of right now, they're a couple. They're not even trying to entertain nobody else. So as far as I'm concerned, we shouldn't be seeing Naya and Chris, you know, trying to hook up with other people. A couple episodes down, if they start hooking up with other people, then we got problems. We got problems. But anyway, let's just get into it. Fine. Adriana wants to go talk to Calfani. So what she does is she go over to Calfani and she says, oh, can I, you know, talk to him for a minute? And she takes him away from Bernice. Now, we all know that that's Bernice's man and Bernice gonna feel some type of way. Bernice already said, I thought Rashid was your man. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Okay, so why you pulling up on my man? That's basically what she getting at. Like, why you pulling up on him? Now, Adriana is, you know, all up on Calfani. Like, she's on his chest and she's like all up under him. And she's like, oh, I'm just trying to, you know, feel you out, see if you like me, this, that, and the other. He like, I do like you. She's like, you do? Well, I mean, I will hope you do. Like, you know, doing a little flirting. She says that Rashid is her typical type of guy that she always goes for. So she wants to, you know, explore different options. And that's why she's trying to, you know, entertain Calfani. And I think she wants to entertain him just a little bit to make Bernice mad because she know Bernice always got some sly stuff to say to her. But that's neither here or there, okay? That's not the point. And in a group scene with Adriana, Simone, Rashid, and Edwin, they are sitting down. Now, Adriana feels like, you know, she needs to get this off her chest, the whole situation that's going on with Bernice. So she says to Rashid, she says, how is the relationship with you and Bernice? And Rashid's like, oh, it's been fine. I think she's cool or whatever. And she's like, well, she says you're narcissistic. And when she says you were narcissistic, the characteristics that she gave of you being a narcissist is that, you know, you're tall, you're light-skinned, and you're in a fraternity. And he's like, wait, how is that me being narcissistic? Like, that's all superficial. What does that have to do with my character? And then they get into this conversation about colorism, okay? Adriana says to them, she says, I'm sad to say this, but do you think it could be more about, you know, because you're light-skinned, basically? And it kind of boils down because they keep saying that they hear her make slick comments about, you know, light-skinned people and stuff like that. And Rashid is kind of bothered because he's like, I'm pretty sure she's had people say things to her about her skin color and that she would have taken offense. So why is she, like, you know, making this, you know, about me being light-skinned and things like that? Now, I'm going to tell you that colorism amongst the black community is real, okay, you guys? As much as we don't want to accept it, as much as that we don't want to call it what it is what it is. People are colorist, okay? When I was dating, I had one guy say, you're the darkest girl I will ever date. And I was just like, well, damn, okay. Like, people really think like that. Like, there's a level of darkness that they will go to, and there's a level of lightness that they will go to. And just like Joyce, just like Simone said, that people consider her to be, you know, biracial because she's lighter skinned with lighter eyes or whatever the case may be. And then, you know, even Adriana, as pretty as she is, has dealt with guys telling her that she's dark. You know, she's dark and she's beautiful. So it does not even, it comes down to a point, and I'm not going to say your preference is your preference, but when you start making it a better, this person's better because they're light skinned, or you feel as though this person is a certain way because they're light skinned, or you feel like this person is a certain way because they are dark skinned. That's why I didn't want to call Bernice aggressive in the first review, right? Remember the first review, I was like, she's aggressive, and I was like, no, let me take that back. She's a strong black woman. Even though now I'm calling her aggressive because I see that in her characteristics, and it has nothing to do with her skin tone. Okay? And we're going to get there. We definitely going to get there. But the conversation needed to happen, and I'm glad that OWN let it happen. And it is a black network, so it's not like it was like televised, like, you know, on something where the whole entire world was going to see it, because, you know, a lot of people don't even be watching OWN like that. But what I'm saying is, the conversation needed to be had, and the point that they were making was that we have to be careful what we say together. Now, Jay and Winter go on a little outing, and they seem to be connecting, but, you know, Winter is a little concerned because she's like, I don't even know if I should be entertaining Jay, because, you know, Jay likes Joy, and Joy likes Jay, and that's her homegirl, and she don't want to, you know, step over no boundaries or whatever the case may be. But, you know, this is Ready to Love, and you got to get your feet wet, and you got to test the waters with everybody, okay? So Artie West is sitting down, and they're talking, and getting to know each other, or whatever the case may be, and everything's going good between them. She's just concerned that, you know, she knows he likes her and things like that, but every time Joy comes around, that's when, you know, things get a little weird. That's when Jay, you know, kind of like disses her just a little bit, okay? Just a little bit. Because you know when everyone has their favorite. So obviously Joy is Jay's favorite. So he entertains Winter because he likes Winter. But when Joy is around, there's no need for Winter. That's what I'm getting from it. But that's neither here or there, okay? So now Bernice is over there telling Kafani that she felt some type of way about the fact that he's had some extra company on the couch or whatever the case may be. And Kafani's like, this is what we're here to do. We're here to, you know, make sure that we find love, talk to other people, blah, blah, blah. And he's basically like, you should be strong in your spot. Now, she's like, I'm willing to fight for mine. I'm willing to put my gloves on and fight for mine. I'm like, okay, I understand, sis, because that's your man, right? You want to fight for yours, and I don't have no problem with that. But you can't be mad at the man going through the process the way the process is supposed to be going. Like the title of this episode said, trust the process. So I think you need to sit back and trust the process, because you need to let him at least talk to other women, get to know other women, so that he can know if you are the one. Okay, you don't want him to have no questions like, maybe I should have, or what if I could have, or later on down the line like, oh, I didn't even really get the chance to get to know anyone else because he was all up under you, which is nothing wrong, but you want to know that you are the one for sure, and no one else can come between that at any given moment. So you need to let that man go out there and make sure that ain't nobody else got anything else that he want. You need to be confident in yourself. Be secure in yourself. Just saying. Just saying. Now, Alex and Brian go on a little date, y'all, and I like Alex and Brian, okay? Alex and Brian are like one of my favorite couples, okay? So I'm like, Alex and Brian needs to be the couple. They need to just be together, like I said last episode, like, let's just kiss, be together, be boyfriend and girlfriend, like, stop with the games, okay? Now, anyway, they having, you know, their little wine and they kiss or whatever. Cute for them, okay? So now Joy and Edwin, y'all know how I feel about me some Edwin. And I was happy to see him sitting down with Joy, because I feel like them two, they mesh well together. Even though Joy is sweet on Jay and Jay is sweet on Joy, I think Edwin would be nice for Joy. I don't know if it's because I want him to find love, or what, but I think he would be nice for her. And she seems like she understands him. And you know, he's been through, he talks about his PTSD and how, you know, how he hasn't, you know, how death doesn't sit right with him, being as though he was in the military and then being a police officer. And you know, they was discussing things like therapy, and like, you know, he said he never really did it. He did it one time, you know, but he's sure he needs to go back. But he relieves, you know, some of that stress, and he clears his mind through cooking. And as we all know, he's a chef, so it makes sense. Like he found his peace in cooking. And I'm like, yes, you better go ahead, Edwin, talk it out. Talk it out. And I'm really starting to, you know, get something from him. I'm like, we got to see a little bit more Edwin in this episode. Not a lot, but just a little bit, okay? But I do think Joy and Edwin can be a thing, okay? So if I had to choose between Joy to be with Jay or Edwin, I can't figure it out yet. I'll let y'all guys know later, like another episode or two. But you let me know who you think she should be with, Jay or Edwin, down in the comments. But y'all, Shay. Shay worked on my nerve this episode, okay? Shay gives me Tiffany Haddish vibes all the way, okay? She gives me them vibes that, you know, I gotta be so ratchet. I gotta be so loud. I gotta be so extra. Why we don't see her on no dates connected with nobody? Why when we get to see Jay is always in some, Shay is always in some drama? Somebody let me know what that's about. But anyway, the whole time they were sitting there talking in a pool about, you know, Edwin. They asked Edwin about police brutality and, you know, how police are being, you know, unfair against black people and how do he feel about it and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, he's giving his experience, saying like he know he's witnessed it even as a police officer, things like that. So the whole time he's talking, Shay decides that this is boring. I don't want to talk about that. I came to find love. Okay, so now she's over on the sidewalk and here comes Confrontation. Oh my God, is that a nod? Oh my God, I just gotta pay attention. Oh my God, it's just so loud and ratchet and unnecessary because, like, seriously, you can't be an adult and have an adult conversation for 10 minutes. It bothers you that much about something that goes on every single day in people's lives. They asked that man a question. He didn't just start talking about it out of the blue. And you were so rude that you had to get up and walk away. Y'all, she worked on my nerve. She worked on my nerve because yes, you're there to find love, but how you gonna find love if you're not willing to connect and get to know the people you're looking for love from? She's not ready. Like it pissed me off that the conversation was something that was deep, and I'm so happy that the Adriana was just like, you know, I don't know why we just like she just couldn't stay for the conversation. And the simple fact that even Joy, like even Edwin noticed it and was like, thank you guys for staying, because Edwin didn't bring up the conversation. Like, how is it that you catch an attitude for him explaining the story that was asked to him? Y'all, she worked on me this episode. She definitely worked on me this episode, and I'm trying to figure out why she's there because I have not seen her go on a date with anyone. Jay is, you know, asking Winston, is she okay? Because you could obviously tell that Winston feel some type of way because she started feeling some type of way when Joy came down. Now, when Joy came down, you know, Jay always acts funny when Joy's around, like, you know, Winston says. So she and him go to her room to just talk, okay? Just to talk, okay? I don't know why we had to go to the room to do it without the cameras and all that other stuff, and I wonder what happened in that room, okay? But I wasn't there, okay? And as far as I'm concerned, they just had a conversation. But here goes Shay. Here goes Shay. Oh, I saw Jay go in her room without a shirt. They were coming from the pool. He didn't have on a shirt outside. He didn't have a shirt on in the kitchen. Of course, he didn't have a shirt on when he went to her room. It's not like he took off his shirt and went to her room. They were clearly coming from the pool, Shay. Why are you being messy, Shay? I forgot it's her business to be in everybody's business. Messy Shay. That's what I'm about to start calling her, y'all. Messy Shay. So Adriana decides that this is the perfect time for them to talk about, for her to go talk to Bernice about the tension that they have between each other, okay? Let's have a kumbaya moment, talk about it, and get over it and move past it, because she feels like she has a lot of slick things to say about her at all times, or whatever the case may be. So she pulls her to the side and she says, I felt like when you call Rashad a narcissist, that it makes sense as to why you called him that. Like, you called him that because he's tall and light-skinned and he was in a frat. And she was like, no, that's not what I said. I said he reminds me of someone who has insecurities and how they act when they insecure. And I'm sitting here like, no, she definitely said he's a narcissist because he was tall, light-skinned, and in a fraternity. I remember it. I saw it. Y'all saw it? I saw it. But anyway, then she goes and she's like, why do you feel like you need to come to me and ask me these questions? Why? Because that's your man? And Adriana was like, well, I did say that that was my man, but I also said that Kafani was number 2. So then they start going back and forth, you know, words here, words there. And Bernice basically, you know, is just doing the most, okay? She's being dismissive, okay? She's not letting Adriana talk. And then Adriana says, you're talking at me. You're talking at me. I'm coming to you and you're coming for me. And she's like, it is what it is, boo. What? Like, I can't understand. Like, she's like, I'm not here to, Bernice is basically like, I didn't come here to make friends. I came here to find love. You can feel however you want to feel, blah, 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 blah. And then she wants to break down and tell her story. I don't have anything wrong with her story. That's her story. That's her truth. That's how she feels. But just because you went through that in your life, dealing with a narcissistic man who may remind you of Rashid, maybe in his looks, maybe in him being in a fraternity, maybe in him being tall, maybe in him being light-skinned, maybe in his characteristics, may remind you of that toxic relationship you was in where you almost lost your life. But that man is not Rashid. And like Adriana said, you can't take out your issues on him. He didn't do anything to you. So I think it was so effed up for her to sit there and really make Rashid feel like he's a bad guy and he did absolutely nothing wrong. I just don't understand. So all the time I've been trying not to call Bernice aggressive, y'all. I'm sorry. She was definitely aggressive tonight. Adriana held her own, okay? She held her own like a woman. I'm so proud of her, because that would have been me. I probably would have cursed her out a few times. I probably been ready to throw a drink and some hands if someone would have talked to me the way that she talked to her. But that's why I'm not on reality TV, y'all, and I'm just sitting here talking to y'all on this camera. But anyway, let's just move on, okay? Rashid is over there like, yes, okay, that's my ride or die. I was so happy she went over there. She handled that for me. You know, she was getting it. And I'm like, this wasn't really about you. It was just about the tension that she's feeling in the house between, you know, her and the fact that she's really tried to, you know, call you names that really is not fair to you. You know, things like that. So, but that's his ride or die. So he was just so happy that she stood up for him and he appreciated it. And I could see them being a little couple or whatever. Okay? So now Alicia goes on a date with Brian. And they seem to be hitting it off really good. It seemed to be going down on this date between Alicia and Brian, okay? Because she wants to be his friend. She wants to be his lover. She wants to be his everything, okay? And he even walked her back to the room, okay? And I was sitting here like, yes, this is so good. They hitting it off. They gonna watch some movies and stuff like that. He's coming back. But is he coming back? No, he's not coming back, y'all. He's going down the hallway to Alex's room. Why? Because Alex is his #1 choice. Even though Alicia thinks she is, no. It's Alex. Now, Alex is in there. She's just like, oh my God, you came to see me. Oh my God, she's just so happy, okay? And she's asking him like, so where were you? What were you doing tonight? And you know, he's beating around the bush or whatever the case may be. And then here comes Shay being nosy and messy as Shay is, okay? Goes down the hall to get Alicia and bring Alicia to see the fact that Brian went to Alex's room to say goodnight to her and that they're kissing and now they're watching them kiss. So now Alicia is pissed, okay? Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. If you ain't want to come back to my room, then just say you ain't want to come back to my room. And now he gonna be the bad guy, y'all. I just can't. It's just too much for me. I just can't, because I'm sitting here like, oh Lord, it's unnecessary drama. If Shay, messy Shay, would just stay her behind in her room, y'all, their rooms don't need to be where they at, because everybody can't seem to stay in their own room. They want to be in everybody else's room, okay? So just like when Joy is sitting down having her conversation with Jay, and they talking about how they know each other and have to talk to other people and things like that, and Simone want to bring her little messy self over there and bring up the fact that she saw him go in Winter's room with no shirt on in front of Joy. And then Jay was like, I haven't had a conversation with you all day, and now you want to talk about a conversation I had with Winter? I was like, get her together. Get her together. Simone, why? So then Joy's like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know what was the purpose. I don't know if it's because she likes him or whatever the case may be, but I believe him. I'm not worried. He said ain't nothing happened. It ain't nothing happened. It was just conversation. And if something did happen, what happens in the dark will come to the light. So I'm not worried about it. And I was like, that's right, Joy. Because like Simone said, Joy is everybody's favorite. She handled it like a woman. I don't have time to be sitting here going back and forth with these women about these men in this house, okay? They're going to come to me. They're going to come to me, and that's what Bernice needs to do. She needs to let Kyle finally come to her and stop wanting to fight and nitpick over all the other women who may like him. Just saying. So, yeah, you guys, that's pretty much what happened on Ready to Love, and, like, it was good. Okay? I'm not going to lie. I enjoyed the episode, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen next week, because I feel like now the drama is about to begin, because people are catching feelings for other people's men. Yeah. So, my top couple, Chris and Naya, Alex and Brian, Joy and Jay/Edwin. I'm going with those 3.5 couples. So, you guys let me know which couples y'all going to see, make it. And maybe Rashid and Adriana. Definitely Rashid and Adriana. But we'll see. We definitely will see. Until next time, you guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back with another Ready to Love review next week. Don't forget, you guys, our live chat for Put a Ring on It is coming Monday. And we got a special guest stopping by. Okay? Because this special guest said they have some things they want to clear up from our last live. So, can't wait. I'm excited. Until next time, peace.